Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Chef Girl RD. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some homemade chocolate ice cream. We're going to be making this in the Ninja Foodi hot and cold blender. Alright, so to get started, let's go over the ingredients that you're going to need. I've got 1 cup of whole milk. I have a half a cup of sugar. We're going to be using unsweetened cocoa. I have half a cup of condensed sweetened milk, and I have my chocolate. This is dark chocolate. It's 3/4 cup, and you can use regular sweet chocolate if you want. And then off to the side, I've got 1 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream, and we're going to use that a little later. I have 2 containers here that I'm going to be using to freeze the ice cream in. And then I have my bowl for when I do my taste test, and a couple of cones for the kids. So altogether, we're looking at about a 12-minute prep time. So let's get started. I'm going to take my pitcher out, take off the lid. I'm going to add my milk. I'm going to add my sugar. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of my cocoa powder. Add my sweetened condensed milk. And my chocolate shavings. I'm going to apply my lid and lock it. I'm going to put my pitcher into the position. I'm going to turn it on. And for this first part, we're going to use the mixer option. For the next step, we're going to use the ice cream function. And this first part is about a 10.5-minute process. So before I hit start, I just want to let you know we're using the mixer option because it tends to mix and it heats up. It's going to add a little heat to the mixture, which will combine all the ingredients really well. And that's what takes the longest. So now we'll just hit that mixer button. We'll let that go and I'll check back. All right, so that's done. Now I'm just gonna take the pitcher out, and it's a little warm, but nothing crazy. And I'm just gonna take off this top part. And that heavy whipping cream that we set aside, we're gonna add that now. I'll put my lid back on. I'm gonna take my pitcher, put it back in. I'm going to turn it back on, and now we're going to use our ice cream setting. All right, so that's all done. Let's take a look. Take the pitcher out again. Now we're going to take off the lid. And now I'm going to pour it into my 2 containers, and I'm just going to try to evenly distribute between the 2. Good enough. Try to get every little bit. All right. I'm going to give a little swirl. You don't have to do this. This is optional, but I like to do it. Now this part's also optional. You can do saran wrap, you can do parchment paper, or you could not do it at all and just put the lid on and freeze it that way, but I'm gonna use saran wrap. So I'm just gonna push it down onto the mixture. Something like that. And I'm gonna snap on my cover. So you definitely wanna use a container with a cover, and a shallower container works best, but you can do a deep one as well if that's all you have. And we'll just do the other one. Again, this is just optional. You don't have to do this. I just feel that it creates a nice tight seal when you freeze it. All right, so these are all set. We're gonna toss them in the freezer, and you wanna definitely freeze them at least 8 hours. But in my case, I'm just gonna do them overnight. All right, so welcome back. I know I said that I was going to freeze my ice cream overnight, but it didn't work out that way. I'm still up, it's been 8 hours. So you know what, we're just gonna check the ice cream right now. So I just took out my ice cream. I left the other one in the freezer because, you know, we did them at the same time. So whatever we have here is gonna be a duplicate with the other one. So I'll leave that one set aside for the kids. And this will be our sample. So we'll open it up, take a look. Take the wrap off. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be hard, and if that's the case, then you can just let it sit out for about 5 or 10 minutes. But I'm pushing on the, oh, you know what? This is gonna be perfect. Look, it's moving, so this is not deeply frozen. I mean, it's ready and it's done, but I'm gonna have no problem at all scooping this right out. So I'm just gonna take a spoon first, and see all these little air bubbles. I'm just gonna smooth the top. You don't have to do this. This is optional. I'm just doing it. Look at that. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I can tell already. Yep. Take my ice cream scoop, and we're gonna take some out. Oh gosh, you've got to be kidding. Look at this, guys. Doesn't that look good? I'm gonna put it in my bowl. Look at that. Ooh, doesn't that look delicious? All right, let's get another scoop. And look, doesn't that look great? Just like real ice cream, which it is. So, take another scoop. Try to shape it, push it right in. There we go. Look. Chocolate ice cream. Homemade. Isn't that like yummy? And I'm really surprised how easily and soft this was. So you could go even longer than 8 hours, because this was exactly 8 hours. So maybe to make it harder, you can leave it in longer. But if you're anxious to have some ice cream, 8 hours is a good time to take it out. All right, taste test time. Let's see what we got. That looks so good. Wow. Guys, this is so creamy and chocolatey. And it must be warm in my house because it's already, I mean, it's a nice texture for me because who the heck likes to eat rock hard ice cream? You want to enjoy it, but this came out so good. And sometimes when you do homemade ice cream, it can tend to be a little icy, but this is not at all icy. It's nice and creamy. Yep, look. And you can tell by looking at it if you've made this before, whether it's gonna be like that. And it's definitely not. This is delicious. The sweetness is right there where it needs to be. It's not too much, not too little. And it's just perfect. I just mangled that, but that's okay because I'm gonna eat all this. So that's about it, guys. Really easy. I just added 2 more scoops to give you one more visual before we end. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Bon appetit, guys.